and I'll upload in YouTube, okay, for you, and just for your revision, you can do it. Okay, right one. So these are your few properties, and okay, let's see. Have you heard about the Auster's experiment?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So there are some rules are there. First of all, we'll try to understand what are the rules. Okay, what are the laws? Then we'll start your revision part, and we'll do practically. We'll solve some sums also if possible. Okay. So first one is your Auster's experiment. Second one is your right hand thumb rule, which you already told me that. Third one is your Fleming's left hand rule and Fleming's right hand rule. And fourth one is your clock rule. So these are your rules and the experiments. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is the Auster's experiment? What is the principle behind it?
The deflection of that magnet.
Deflection of the magnet. How magnet will deflect, man? Without any reason, it won't deflect.
Magnetic field is produced by a current carrying conductor.
Super, yes. Magnetic field produced by a current carrying conductor. That production of magnetic field direction indicates your right hand thumb rule itself. Okay, let's see a small example here itself. So here, what I'll do, I'll take a small circuit. Okay, I'm just taking a coil, a battery. Okay, and I'm taking a conductor, which shows your A and B. Okay, what I'll do, I'll allow some current passing through it. Chinna current and then allow pandra. When I allow some current passing through it, so the current shows north towards the south direction. Like this, vertical direction, north and the south current flow. So from the right hand thumb rule, we can say there'll be having some magnetic field, and the magnetic field create a so the thumb indicates your current direction, and the magnetic field indicates your other fingers. Okay, and these two are perpendicular to each other. So you already know it. But when you are placing a magnetic needle under this conductor, remember when you are placing a magnetic needle under this conductor, which shows north and south pole directions like this. Okay, so current on the from top to bottom move in which direction the magnetic needle will deflect? In which direction the magnetic needle will deflect? Whether will it deflect towards your east or whether will it deflect towards your west?
Sir, can you repeat the question, sir?
Yes, ma'am. So the question is, when I place a magnetic needle, okay, under this current carrying conductor, when I allow the current passing from north towards the south or top to bottom, the magnetic needle will deflect. In which direction will it deflect?
East, sir.
East. Good. So this nothing but it shows your direction. And remember, there is a small experiment here. And when you are studying your class 12, that experiment is important. So which we call it as a galvanometer. Have you heard about the galvanometer?
Yes, sir.
What is this galvanometer?
It detects the presence of current in a circuit.
Correct. The same principle, the same experiment we'll be using in your galvanometer, which shows the current deflection here. It will try to detect the current. Suppose when the current moving from bottom to top, in which direction the magnetic needle will deflect?
West, sir.
Yes, correct. Towards the west direction, the magnetic needle will try to deflect. Okay, good. Okay, I have a small doubt. When you say magnetic field, okay, what is the unit of magnetic field? Like for example, you know about the force. What is the unit of force? It is Newton. What is the unit of magnetic field? Magnetic field symbol is B here. Okay, then what is the unit of magnetic field? Have you heard about that? Magnetic field unit? Okay, so the magnetic field unit is Tesla. Tesla. Sometimes you may can get it.
Okay. We call it Tesla.
Because? What happened? Okay, anyway, so magnetic field unit is Tesla or Weber per meter square. Weber per meter square. First of all, we'll go from your textbook, then I'll give some extra content to you. So which it may can useful for your competitive exams also. Okay, right now. So can anyone tell me what is the Fleming's left hand rule and right hand rule? And what are the applications where you are using these things? You people know it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am, tell me. What is this Fleming's left hand rule and right hand rule?
Sir, if we stretch the thumb, forefinger and middle finger of the left hand,
Super,
then the
good.
forefinger will point towards the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger direction of the current, and the thumb will show the direction of movement of the conductor, a force acting on the conductor.
Yes, ma'am. Good, ma'am. Good, ma'am. So let's see for your Fleming's left hand rule. So the direction shows here like this. So all three are perpendicular to each other. Remember, all three are perpendicular to each other, like X, Y, Z axis. Okay. So the thumb indicates your force. Okay. So the forefinger indicates your magnetic field, and the middle finger indicates your current direction. Or we can say the movement of charge, or we can say the velocity. Okay, to easily remember it, just remember this case. So magnetic field, the symbol for magnetic field is B. The symbol for current is I, you already know. Just remember FBI. If you feeling comfortable, those who are feeling comfortable, they can remember FBI. Okay, so it is thumb, F is your thumb, and this is your forefinger. Okay, current is your middle finger. Okay, force, magnetic field, and the current. So where force indicates your direction of the conductor, movement of the conductor. And where we are using this Fleming's left hand rule? In which case?
Electric motors.
Yes, ma'am. Good. So in motors, we are using this Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, and remember, whatever you are studying in your class 10th, the same topics will be there in your class 12, and these rules and the applications are so much important. Okay, right. So in DC motors, and Fleming's right hand rule we are using in AC generators. AC generators. Okay, let's see. For the right hand rule, okay, can anyone tell me?
So can I say, sir?
Yes, ma'am, please.
When we stretch the three fingers perpendicular to each other, thumb will indicate the direction of force, forefinger will indicate the direction of magnetic field, and middle finger will indicate the direction of current.
Yes, ma'am. So remember, when we're discussing about the AC generator, we won't discuss about the force part here because it is the conductor which it try to revolve here. Okay, so we will say motion. Motion, same magnetic field and same current. Okay, instead of force, we'll discuss about the motion of the conductor, or we'll say the torque. Okay, so let's see. So we'll go in a basic way. So it is your motion. All three are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so this is your Fleming's left hand rule and right hand rule. And what are the terms I'm telling you? Those terms you can get in your MCQs. Just remember these things. Okay, so application is motor for Fleming's left hand rule. Application is generator for Fleming's right hand rule. Good. So what about the clock rule? Have you studied the clock rule?
Sir, can I try, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
When north pole of the magnet, sorry, sir.
No issues. No sorry, Sanar. Please continue.
Sir, when north pole of the magnet exists to be a clockwise direction and
okay, so actually it is in your book itself, but we won't say directly like a clock rule. So the case is magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop. Magnetic field due to current, magnetic field due to a current through circular loop. This is your case actually. So here simply we can say the clock rule. Okay, let's see a small example. So to make it understand and to make it remember it, so I'll take a small example here. What I'll do, I'll take a conductor, a circular conductor. So Naina Pandana can able to see that, right? So what I'll do, I'll place this conductor on the horizontal table like this. Okay, just try to imagine it. So now the circular conductor, I'm just placing on the horizontal table like this. Okay, so I'm just imagining it. This is your top portion and this is your bottom portion. Okay, this is your top and this is your bottom. Now just a horizontal layer. So textbook layla vertical layer. Rendume same da. No issues illa. Okay. So here in this case, what I'll do, I'll allow some current passing through it. Just a small amount of current. When I allow some current passing through it, okay. So like this. So this is your direction of current. And we all know when there is a current carrying inside the conductor, what will happen? There will be hang some magnetic field. So magnetic field lines eppadi irukum? So I'm just wrapping the fingers around it. So the finger indicates your current magnetic field direction, thumb indicates your current direction. So the balanced fingers, so it shows your current magnetic field direction. So the magnetic field directions will be like this. This is your magnetic field direction. This is your magnetic field direction, and one stage, what will happen? It will be a straight line, and here also there will be having some magnetic field direction, but it will be traveling towards your right side. Okay, like this. Just imagine it. So here we are seeing from sideways. We are seeing from the sideways. Let's see, we'll try to understand from your top view and as well as bottom view. Just and one more thing, try to understand here, the magnetic field lines are entering at the bottom and the magnetic field lines are leaving at the top. So when the magnetic field lines are leaving, we can say the North Pole. Okay, when the magnetic field lines are entering, we can say the South Pole. Okay, just try to understand it. When the current travels inside the current carrying conductor, that too circular current carrying conductor, it acts as your repulsive force. So depends upon the current direction, it may can act as North Pole, and depends upon the current direction, it may can act as your South Pole. Okay, remember this circular current loop, the directions are important. Let's see. So I'm just showing the top view and as well as the bottom view. So the top view here, I'm just taking the top view here. This is your top view. So just try to imagine it. So now on the top view on the path, okay, for me the current was traveling in anti-clockwise direction. Just imagine it. Now top view on the path, current traveling in anti-clockwise direction. This is your current direction here. When current traveling in anti-clockwise direction, it acts as your North Pole. Just try to understand. It acts as your North Pole. Same thing when the current traveling in clockwise direction for the South Pole. So that is your bottom. Okay, current traveling in clockwise direction, so it acts as your South Pole. Just imagine, ma. So try to understand. If you have any doubt, please let me know now itself. Any doubts? So this is your magnetic field due to current through in your circular loop. So now the director simple and explain pante. Romba theory vena. Just imagine it. Okay, depends upon the current direction, it acts as your poles, North Pole and as well as South Poles. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Any doubts, ma?
No, sir.
Are you taking it?
No, sir.
Are you taking it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have a small question. So you people can answer it. So when we are discussing about the solenoid, is it a strong magnet or a weaker magnet?
Strong magnet, sir.
Strong magnet. Solenoid is a temporary bar magnet. Understand? Solenoid is a temporary bar magnet comparing to the bar magnet, actual bar magnet, natural bar magnet. Solenoid is a weaker magnet. Okay, solenoid is a temporary magnet, weaker magnet. Okay, so depends upon the number of windings. Okay, have you drawn it? Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So let's just understand your solenoid. Solenoid, when you are discussing about the solenoid, you already told me about this. So here thumb indicates your magnetic field direction and the balance finger indicates your current direction. Already discussed. And remember one more thing. So suppose, for example, suppose, okay, current irkumbodhu mattumda there will be a magnetic field irukum. So magnetic field will be there inside the bar magnet. And remember solenoid and solenoid, the magnetic field will be there within the conductor itself. Okay, within the conductor itself. I'm just taking a conductor here. Conductor kullada there will be having some magnetic field. Okay, and outside the magnetic field will be zero. Remember, outside the magnetic field will be zero. Okay, conductor kulla da magnetic field irukum. Okay, bar magnet nenchukonga. For bar magnet which has a north pole and as well as south pole, natural bar magnet, there will be having some magnetic field like this, and it is stronger compared to your solenoid. So idhula vandu na current flow pandra varukku da it acts as a magnet. So when you stop the current flowing through it, what will happen? It acts as your simple conductor itself. Okay, so here the magnetic field will be zero outside of the bar magnet, and inside there will be having some magnetic field. And remember one more thing. So solenoid la na solren. So the magnetic field will be greater at the center. The magnetic field will be greater at the center. Okay, and at the poles, the magnetic field will be half of your magnetic field at the center. Or simply now the symbol oda mention pandren, magnetic field inge B ah irundha, so at the poles it will be B by 2, and the poles it will be B by 2. Just try to understand it, just try to remember it. Idu ungalku maybe MCQs la varalam, avladha romba heavy ah edume vandu prepare panna vendum. Okay, just try to understand it. So the magnetic field will be greater at the center and the magnetic field will be half at the edges. Okay, and outside the magnetic field will be zero. This is your solenoid. Okay, so now, so here there is one more case when you are studying about your conductors and the solenoids and all. So there is a concept called electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. Instead of electromagnetic induction, there is one more thing called EMF. Can anyone tell me what is EMF or what is electromagnetic?
Electromotive force, sir. EMF.
Yes, ma, super ma, good. Electromotive force. What is electromotive force?
Voltage, sir.
Good,
Voltage.
ma, super, good. Electromotive force is your voltage. Just try to understand. Electromotive force is simple voltage and solamatamle. There is one more word is there directly, voltage. What is the basic difference between EMF and voltage? What is the actual difference? This voltage, this EMF, rendume same ah irukuma enna? Can you give some examples for it? Any example for EMF? Rendume voltage, I agree with that. But edukku tani names? Any example? Okay. So you know about the open circuit and closed circuit, right? If you remember. Open circuit, closed circuit, what is open circuit? What will happen to the current in open circuit? What will happen to the current in closed circuit?
The current will not flow in open circuit.
Yes, ma'am, super ma'am. So because the circuit is open, okay, and here it will go. Okay, so we can say closed circuit or short circuit. Okay, just try to understand. In open circuit, when the current is zero, because open circuit current flow, we can say current I is equal to 0. But still, open circuit voltage will be there. Okay, and the voltage and voltage maximum voltage. Open circuit maximum voltage, but current negligible. Negligible in the sense almost 0. Okay, so this is nothing but your cell. EMF is nothing but your cell. Normally, you have batteries, cells, AA batteries, AAA batteries, that is nothing but your EMF. And if you see that, actually, kept it somewhere. So if you see that cell, okay, it has its own voltage. That voltage is nothing but your maximum voltage and or internal resistance. And the resistance is used to control the current flow through this circuit. If you see your AA batteries, AAA batteries, so there will be having some nameplate ratings. Ratings some written part. Okay, so just see that voltage but current irukadu. In the மாதிரி செல்ஸ்ல the current is negligible. Okay, current is almost negligible. ரொம்ப small amount of current இருக்கும். We will measure with respect to voltage alone. Okay, voltage base பண்ணத நம்ம discuss பண்றோம். This part we call it as EMF, electromotive force. Okay, maximum voltage. Okay, when current is negligible, maximum voltage, current is negligible. That negligible current is because of the internal resistance. That R resistance is nothing but your internal resistance. Okay, anyway, on the rumba divide panna. Okay, what is EMI?
Electromagnetic induction, sir.
Electromagnetic induction. Yes, ma'am. What is electromagnetic induction?
When current is induced by a magnetic field, sir.
When the current is induced by a magnetic field. Good. Okay. Have you heard about the Faraday's laws?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Good. So, what are the two experiments under Faraday's laws? There are two things happening. We can say experiments. This is just say experiments. Okay. Laws and these are experiments. Can anyone tell me what are the two things?
One is proving EM induction using two coils, sir.
Okay. Next one.
The one is the bar magnet, conductor, and the galvanometer. So, detecting
We can say that. Yes, ma'am. So, first one, we'll discuss about the self-induction and so on. நீங்க சொல்றதுதான் பட் நான் வந்து கொஞ்சம் டெக்னிக்கல் நேம்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேன். செல்ஃப் இண்டக்ஷன் சொல்லுவோம். செகண்ட் வந்து we call it as a mutual induction. Okay, so first one is your self induction, second one is your mutual induction. இன்னும் சிம்பிளா போனா நீங்க வந்து ஆல்ரெடி இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. நீங்க வந்து உங்களுக்கே தெரியாம எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நீங்க பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. Let's say a small induction, self induction in the sense. Okay, so what I'll do, நான் வந்து ஒரு சின்ன காயில் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். Remember conductor coil small difference தான். கண்டக்டர் சொல்லும்போது ஸ்ட்ரைட் லைன் வரும். ஓகே, காயில் சொல்லும்போது அதே நான் வந்து சர்க்குலர்ல wrap பண்ணும்போது ஓகே, so it will be like this. Just a solenoid நான் wrap பண்ணும்போது that is nothing but your coil. Okay, this is your conductor and this is your coil. Suppose நீங்க வந்து draw பண்ணும்போது you can remove it. So what I'll do, I'll take a galvanometer for this coil. Galvanometer நான் கனெக்ட் பண்றேன். Galvanometer எதுக்கு பண்றோம்னா so to detect the current. ஓகே, இதுதான் நம்ம வந்து ஆஸ்டர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்ல நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஆஸ்டர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் எப்படின்னா கண்டக்டர் ஜஸ்ட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் இட், இது galvanometer. ஓகே, galvanometer வந்து it will try to detect. Galvanometerல வந்து two poles இருக்கு as usual. நார்த் இது பிளஸ் இருக்கும் மைனஸ் இருக்கும். So just understand when the current was entering, okay, at the place, it will try to deflect towards your east. இதுதான் நீங்க வந்து ஆஸ்டர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்ல சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. From top to bottom, it will try to deflect towards your east. Suppose same thing when the galvanometer, okay, so enters from the bottom, minus and the plus varudhu, reverse la varudhu, it will try to deflect towards your west. Have you seen the galvanometer before? Anyone?
only pictures.
Only picture only, sir.
Okay, so picture la வந்து scale ஏதாவது இருக்கா galvanometerல? Is there any scale? Have you seen any scale? So galvanometerல வந்து there will be having some scale. Scale readings எப்படி இருக்கும்னா it will be like this one semicircle itself. So it will travel from negative to the positive. And centerல வந்து it shows your null deflection, that is your zero. Okay, so இங்க வந்து needle it will try to deflect. So current direction based பண்ணி the magnetic needle will try to deflect here. Okay, so இங்க வந்து when the needle was at the center, exact center and சொல்லும்போது we call it as null deflection. We call it as null deflection. Null deflection எதுக்கு சொல்றேன்னா that means there is no current. Current is equal to zero. When the current is equal to zero, what will happen? It has to be showed zero. Okay, it is your null deflection. When the current is traveling towards your east, that is your positive case. When the current is traveling towards your west, that is your negative case. This is your galvanometer. Just try to understand it. Okay, let's see one more thing. So இங்க வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா I'm just taking a bar magnet. Okay, so here because of the magnetic field, so there is a current induced within the conductor. இதுதான் நீங்க வந்து சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. This is nothing but your induction process. But actually I have doubt. What is actually induction? What is the meaning of induction? What is the meaning of induction? Anyone?
The current is made to flow because of some other force or the
Current is made to flow because of some other external
force or something.
External force. Okay, can anyone? What is induction? What happened? See, எனக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப டெக்னிக்கலா டெஃபினிஷன் வைஸ் வேணாம். So if you can able to understand what is induction, you can explain me in your own way. What is induction? Induction தெரியாம நம்ம வந்து electromagnetic induction பத்தி நம்ம படிச்சா எப்படி சொல்லுங்க. Sir, what is the principle behind induction stove? You know about the induction stove, right? How it works? How it works? I think you already having that. I mean, some of you people know about the induction stove. How it works? வீட்லயே எல்லாமே இருக்கு. Okay. Right. So shall we see a small definition? I'll give the definition. Please take it down that. First of all, we'll try to understand what is induction. Then we'll study about your self and mutual. Please take the definition. Okay. So simple ஒரே ஒரு definition கொடுக்கிறேன். You can remember it. Induction is the magnetic field. Induction is the magnetic field. Is the magnetic field which is proportional to the rate of change of magnetic field. Remember, induction is the magnetic field which is proportional to the rate of change of magnetic field. So here, and one more thing, this definition, whatever the definition I'm giving you, this definition holds for a conductor alone. Okay, remember it. A simple relation that I'm putting it. Induction is the magnetic field which is proportional to the rate of change of magnetic field. What is the meaning of rate of change of magnetic field now?
Change in strength of magnetic field divided by time, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good. Super, ma'am. So rate of magnetic field means changes of magnetic field with respect to time. So we can say changes. Have you gone through this symbol small d? Small d, dB by dt. நீங்க எப்போவாவது பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா இது? I mean, I'm generally asking it. Differentiations எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும் இங்க? Differentiation part. நீங்க கொஞ்சம் அட்வான்ஸா இருக்கீங்கன்னு நானும் பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கேன். நீங்க வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்டா போறீங்க. கிளாसेसல எல்லாம் ரொம்ப ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எல்லாம் சால்வ் பண்றீங்க. நேத்து நைட் ஃபுல்லா படிக்கிறீங்க. Okay, anyway. So change in magnetic field with respect to time period. We can say rate of change of magnetic field na change in magnetic field with respect to time period. So time period vary பண்ணும்போது magnetic field வந்து continuous vary ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். So this is nothing but your induction. இது மெமரைஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும். Okay, so இதுக்கு முன்னாடி when we are discussing about this coil, so ஒரு coil வந்து fixed-ஆ இருக்கு. coil fixed-ஆ இருக்கு. Okay, magnetic field வந்து when it is linking to the coil, remember magnetic field வந்து when it is linking to the coil, இதுல வந்து current induce ஆகாது. Just try to understand it. இதுல வந்து current induce ஆகாது. Current coilல induce ஆகணும்னா there should be a relative motion. Remember, so you may get questions on it. There should be a relative motion between your coil or your magnet. Remember, there should be a relative motion between your coil or your magnet. Let's see, for example, நான் வந்து இந்த coil magnet ரெண்டு fixed-ஆ place பண்றேன். ரெண்டு fixed-ஆ இருக்கு. magnetic field வந்து இந்த coilக்கு link ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. But even though the coil is linking with the magnetic field, current induced ஆகாது. Current induced ஆகணும்னா, so we have to create a relative motion. That relative motion means இந்த coil நான் என்ன பண்றேன், I'll try to move to and fro motion. So இந்த மாதிரி இந்த continuous to and fro motionல நான் வந்து horizontal directionல நான் வந்து to and fro motion மூவ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா there is a small change in its magnetic field with respect to time period. Okay, அந்த time duration பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் அந்த magnetic field வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. Because of that, what will happen? இதுல வந்து current வந்து induce ஆகும். And the current directions continuously change ஆகும். So when the coil is towards the, remember when the coil is when the magnet is towards the coil, so the current will flow in anti-clockwise direction. When the coil moving away from it, the current will flow clockwise direction. இதுதான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து AC supply. புரியுதா? இது வந்து கண்டினியூஸா ஃபிளக்சுவேட் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். இந்த கண்டினியூஸ் ஃபிளக்சுவேஷன் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் யுவர் சப்ளை. இதுதான் நீங்க வந்து சைனசாய்டல் வேவ் ஃபார்ம்ல நீங்க டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றீங்க. ஓகே, பாசிட்டிவ் பீக் நெகட்டிவ் பீக்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க வந்து டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றது இதுதான். ஓகே, so electromagnetic induction lo we are getting your AC supply, not the DC supply. Just try to understand. இது ஒரு question வரலாம். So continuous change in magnetic field, there is a current induced within the conductor. That current induction is nothing but your AC, alternating current. That is your alternating current. Clear? ஏதாவது doubt இருந்தா please ask me there itself. Okay, I'm just moving faster. I know that. Okay, இது நான் வந்து நான் revision தான் நினைச்சிட்டு தான் நான் மூவ் பண்றேன். So if your people are having any difficulty, any issues, please stop me there itself. I'll explain you in a simple way also. Okay, ஏதாவது doubt இருக்கா இதுல?
No, sir.
Okay, good.
No, sir.
So நீ உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச டாபிக் தான், but I'm just adding some more content to it. That's it. Okay. So relative motion இருக்கிறதுனால தான் current வந்து induce ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, and இங்கே induce ஆகுறது வந்து ஒரு single coil தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். This is nothing but your self induction process. This is your self induction. Okay, and the same thing here. What I'll do, I'll take the second one. Second one is your mutual induction. Second one is your mutual induction. In the mutual induction, we will use this principle, okay, in your transformers. So in the transformers, நீங்க வந்து class 12th ல படிக்கிறீங்க, but try to understand in the mutual induction. We have this mutual induction. So for that, what I'll do, so I'll take a single conductor, சின்ன conductor நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். I'm just taking a conductor, circular conductor. So this circular conductor. So what I'll do, I'll make two windings. Rendu winding na kudukren. So I'll take this one as primary winding. Okay, and here I'll take it as secondary winding. So now rendu winding edukren. Okay, and this is your conductor. And always remember, conductor through the inge current flow agum, flux generate agum. Okay, before that, can anyone tell me what is flux? Have you heard the name called flux?
Yes, sir.
What is flux, ma? What is flux? நான் வந்து ரொம்ப புஷ் பண்றது இல்ல. Actually வந்து without knowing flux na we should not talk about magnetic field. Without discussing these two terms, we should not understand this electromagnetic induction and all. Okay, and this is base part, flux. Okay. Definition.
The change in magnetic field,
Yes,
sir.
magnetic
Super. It is. We won't say change in magnetic field.
field.
Flux is nothing but the field lines passing through a closed surface. Flux phi is equal to magnetic field into area. Okay, so we can say flux is nothing but field lines. And already remember, now the field lines and so on, magnetic field lines are electric field lines. Magnetic field lines passing through a closed surface. Through closed surface. Closed surface and solla, illana closed area and solla. This is your flux phi. Okay, and idoda unit வந்து நான் already சொல்லிட்டேன். Magnetic field oda unit என்னது? Tesla. Area is meter square. So flux phi is equal to Tesla into meter square. Okay, just remember it. So magnetic field lines passing through closed surface. Passing through closed surface. Let's just try to understand this one. Mutual induction நம்ம understand பண்ணிக்கலாம். So for that, what I'll do, I'm taking primary coil. ஒரு coil, two coils எடுத்துக்கிறேன் for the single conductor. Primary coil இது, secondary coil இது. Primary coil இது, secondary coil இது. Okay, so primary coil, I'm connecting a cell or a battery. Okay, it has its own voltage. Secondary coil, what I'll do, I'm connecting a galvanometer here. Okay, so voltage இருக்கு, ஒரு சைடு galvanometer இருக்கு. So இங்க வந்து number of turns இருக்கு. Remember, number of turns நான் N1 ன்னு சொல்றேன் for the primary case. Okay, and see, நான் திரும்பி சொல்றேன், if you people are having any difficulty, please let me know. Okay, நம்ம ஸ்லோவா போலாம். Okay, so because I'm just thinking this is your revision part, so for that only I'm moving faster. If you really don't know anything now, please ask me. Okay, right. So here primary coil, number of turns and the winding on the number of turns lo நம்ம consider பண்றோம். I'll take it as N1 here. Secondary winding, I'll take it as N2. So what I'll do now, when we are connecting a battery to it, what will happen? Current on the flow ஆயிட்டு. Current flow ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? There'll be having some magnetic field. I'll take downward direction. Remember, when the current was moving upward direction இருக்கும்போது magnetic field வந்து இந்த directionல flow ஆகும். Okay, so when the current was moving downward direction, இந்த மாதிரி downward directionல show பண்ணும்போது the magnetic field will try to travel in this direction. Okay, that means it shows the north pole and it shows the south pole. So it depends upon the current direction வந்து just try to understand it. Current direction based பண்ணி தான் so we are discussing here. Let's see. So here when the current was continuously moving inside the conductor, remember current was continuously moving inside the conductor. இங்க வந்து relative motion ஒன்னு generate ஆயிருக்கு, continuous move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. This relative motion is due to flow of charges. Okay, so a small relation, உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச relation தான், I is equal to Q by T. Okay, or we can say small change ஆயிருக்கனால continuous charges வந்து flow ஆகுறதுனால it is nothing but your rate of change of charge. I is equal to dq by dt or I is equal to Q by T, which you already studied in your electricity part. Okay, current வந்து continuous change ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு with respect to time period. அதனால என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, இங்க வந்து ஒரு flux generate ஆயிருக்கு, ஒரு field ன்னு சொல்லலாம், flux ன்னு சொல்லலாம். இந்த flux என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, it will try to pass through this area of the conductor. So in the flux வந்து pass ஆகுறதுனால என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, there will be having some field created inside the secondary coil. Okay, so இதோட magnetic field, இதோட flux வந்து it is passing through this conductor and it is linking to the secondary coil. Primary coil வந்து secondary coil க்கு link ஆகுறதுனால என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, there is a current induced within the conductor. Okay, current induced within the conductor. Because of the current induced within the conductor, what will happen? So the galvanometer will try to deflect. Clear? So in the deflection base பண்ணி தான் நம்ம வந்து transformer. So I mean, I think I don't know whether you people will understand the transformer or not. So first of all, we'll go with this one itself. So here, because of the primary coil, இங்க வந்து secondary coil இங்க வந்து current induce ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு because of the flux. இது எல்லாமே வந்து without contact தான் move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Without any contact move ஆகுறது தான் we call it as induction. இதே circuit I can redraw. Okay, நான் வந்து single conductor நான் யூஸ் பண்றேன். இதே circuit I'll redraw like this. இது நீங்க வந்து you'll study this one in your class 12th and as well as in your higher levels. Okay, so this is your single coil. I'll take this one as primary coil. Okay, and here also I'll take one more coil. This is your secondary coil. Okay, this is primary coil, this is secondary coil. And remember one more thing, இங்க வந்து number of turns ஜாஸ்தியா இருந்தா current induction வந்து ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும், flux வந்து ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும். Remember it. Number of turns base பண்ணி தான் flux base பண்ணி தான் magnetic field. Okay, now so here நான் என்ன பண்றேன், primary side வந்து நான் voltage connect பண்றேன். Okay, current flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. current flow ஆகும்போது there will be having some flux. இதுல வந்து எந்த conductor எதுவுமே கிடையாது, conductor எதுவுமே நான் place பண்ணல. Okay, I can redraw here like this. Now conductor illame I can redraw here. Okay, in the middle வந்து when you draw two lines, okay, so it shows your core, அதுதான் conductor. நீங்க வந்து இப்படி draw பண்ணலாம், இது correct தான். Okay, so primary and the secondary the flux was linking through the core, and because of this what will happen, there will be having some current. Okay, in the current flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு and the galvanometer will try to deflect here. Okay, so this is your mutual induction process. Mutual induction. எங்க வந்து relative motion இருக்கு, relative motion என்னது, because of the charges continuously flow ஆகுறதுனால the current வந்து induce ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு and there is a change in its flux continuous. Okay, so this is your relation. Okay, இதுல ஏதாவது doubt இருந்தா please ask me. This is your mutual induction, and the mutual induction process வந்து we are using in your transformers. Okay, இப்போதைக்கு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு உங்களுக்கு as per textbook தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன், நான் வந்து அதுக்கு மேல நான் வந்து போக மாட்டேன். So first of all we'll try to understand all the things from your NCERT, then after that we'll see other part. Okay, any doubts so far?
No doubt, sir.
Okay,
Sir, is the core an actual conductor, or we
core
just
is your
assume
actual
it's a
conductor. Yes, core is your actual conductor. I'm just showing இதுதான் இதே circuit தான், we can draw either this one or this one. Okay, but presently நான் இது வந்து உங்களுக்காக அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங்காக தான் நான் கொடுக்கிறேன். But when you are writing your exam, just go from your textbook. Okay, for your marks வேணும்னா just go from your textbook.
Okay,
It's for your understanding. So here the two lines na draw பண்ணிருக்கேன்ல இங்க. So the two line indicates your symbols for your core. That core is your conductor. Okay, இந்த symbol நான் எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றேன்னா when you are studying your transformer இதுதான் நம்ம வந்து யூஸ் பண்றது. இந்த மாதிரி circuits we are going to use in your transformer. So for that I'm just showing.
So how is the core is connected with the current, sir?
But divide பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Is it okay? Shall I explain the transformer? Okay, I'll do it. No issues.
Yes,
So here, have you seen the transformer before? Transformer என்னது சொல்லுங்க முதல்ல அது பாத்துக்கலாம். What is a transformer?
It supplies electricity, sir.
It won't supply electricity. It won't generate electricity actually. Transformer won't generate electricity.
It transforms
electricity, sir.
Yeah, it transfers electricity, but transfer எப்படி transfer பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா it will step up or step down. Step up or step down. இது ரெண்டு cases மட்டும் தான் இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. Step up பண்ணும் step down பண்ணும். And remember one more thing. Transformer எப்பவுமே வந்து இது step up பண்றது step down பண்றது depends upon the supply. Supply வந்து AC supply மட்டும் தான். எதுக்குன்னா AC supply we are using the sinusoidal waves, sinusoidal signals. இதெல்லாம் continuously fluctuate ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். இதுல தான் நான் step up பண்ண முடியும், step down பண்ண முடியும். Suppose by mistake when you apply DC, what will happen? It will get saturated. What is the meaning of saturated? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of saturation? Saturated? தெரிஞ்சா சொல்லுங்க, இல்லைன்னா வேண்டாம். ரொம்ப டெக்னிக்கலா எதுவுமே வேண்டாம். Anyone? Okay, let's see. அது சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிளே பார்க்கலாம் நம்ம. So here, this is your transformer core. இது எப்படி இருக்குன்னா இது solid structure மாதிரி இருக்கும். Just a solid structure. இதுல வந்து கோர்ஸ்ல வந்து different types இருக்கு, but here we'll try to take only this core. Okay. So இந்த மாதிரி வந்து solid structureல okay, so just like this. So transformer எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றோம்னா for step up or step down transformers. So வீட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்க transformers எல்லாம் those we call it as a distribution transformers. அது வந்து supply generate பண்ணாது, அது வந்து distribute பண்ணும் to our households. Okay, அது வந்து step down பண்ணிட்டு it will try to distribute. So இதுதான் transformer. So இந்த மாதிரி வந்து it will be like a 3D structure. So here for this there will be hang some windings. Windings இருக்கும் இதுக்கு. So here there will be hang some primary winding like this. So இதுக்கு வந்து two legs ன்னு சொல்றோம். These are your two legs. So இது leg 1, இதுக்கு வந்து primary கொடுக்கறேன்னா it is your leg 2. I'll give it as secondary. Okay. So this is your primary winding. Okay. And இங்கே பார்க்கலாம். So for this case, so இந்த மாதிரி வந்து கண்டிப்பா winding இருக்கும். And this is your secondary. Okay. So let's see that. Okay, so here what I'll do, இது primary ன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன், இதுல number of turns வந்து I'll take it as N1, இதுல number of turns வந்து I'll take it as N2. Okay, so here for the primary case, I'm applying only AC supply. AC supply symbol வந்து sinusoidal இருக்குமா? Remember AC supply symbol வந்து it is your sinusoidal. It is your AC supply. Okay, and here at the second part, at the secondary part, I'm adding a galvanometer here. I'm using a galvanometer. Okay, எதுக்கு galvanometer நான் யூஸ் பண்றேன்னா suppose இங்க வந்து நான் ஜெனரேட் பண்ற சப்ளை நான் சப்ளை கொடுக்கிறது whether is it really shifting to the secondary part இங்க வந்து நிஜமா வருதா இல்லையா செக் பண்றத நான் galvanometer யூஸ் பண்றேன். Instead of galvanometer you can use an LED also. It doesn't matter. ஒரு டியூப் லைட், ஒரு லைட், லேம்ப் லோட் அந்த சின்ன கரண்ட் தான் இங்க ஃப்ளோ ஆகும். ரொம்ப ஹெவி கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோ ஆகாது. We can add a lamp also instead of galvanometer. Galvanometer போகணும்னு இல்ல, நீங்களே ஜெனரேட் பண்ற இந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர்ஸ் எல்லாம் வீட்ல. Okay, right. So here I'm giving AC supply because of the AC supply. என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு இங்க வந்து continuously fluctuate ஆயிருக்கும். There is a relative motion here. Because of the relative motion, what will happen? இங்க வந்து current flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு in the primary conductor. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி current flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So because of the current, what will happen? There will be having some field around it. இதுதான் ஒரு magnetic field. So magnetic field lines passing through the area of the conductor. It is nothing but your flux. இந்த flux என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு? It was linking to the secondary coil. நான் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சொல்லியிருக்கேன்னா அந்த ரெண்டு லைன்ஸ் நான் டிரா பண்ணிருக்கேன் நம்ம. So this is nothing but your core. Okay, in the core la, so the field lines, the flux will be passing through. And because of the flux, what will happen? Continuous flow ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். ஏன்னா வந்து இங்க current வந்து continuous change ஆயிட்டு இருக்கும். I is equal to Q by T relation. Okay, continuous change ஆகிறதுனால there will be hence a magnetic field here. So in the magnetic field என்ன create பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா, it will create a current. Current வந்து generate பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த currentனால galvanometer will try to deflect and the bulb or the lamp will glow. Okay, and here this is your solid structure. இதுல வந்து நம்ம step up பண்ணலாம், step down பண்ணலாம். Okay, so this is your transformer. So in the core தான் நான் வந்து அந்த two linesல draw பண்ணிருக்கேன். So this is your primary and this is your secondary. Okay, so இது வந்து இதுக்கு மேல வந்து நம்ம போக வேண்டாம். ஏன்னா வந்து just for your understanding I'm telling you. Suppose இதுலயே வந்து when I'm adding a DC direct current நான் வந்து யூஸ் பண்றேன். டைரக்ட் கரண்ட் நான் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா it will get saturated in the sense அங்க வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகாது, டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகாது. there is no flux here. இது கான்ஸ்டன்ட் இருக்கும். நான் இங்க வந்து ஒரு 10 volts கொடுக்கிறேன்னா சேம் 10 volts இங்க வரும். 50 volts கொடுக்கிறேன்னா சேம் 50 volts இங்க வரும் without any changes. Suppose நான் வந்து when I'm using the AC alternating current, so step up and சொல்லும்போது depends upon the number of windings நான் increase பண்ணல decrease பண்ணல. Suppose when I'm using 10 volts depends upon the number of windings I can get 50 volts in AC alone. நான் 50 கொடுக்கிறேன்னா நான் decrease பண்ணிட்டு 10 volts எடுத்துக்கலாம். So this is your step down. Step up இருக்கு, step down இருக்கு under AC supply system. இதே same transformer தான் we are using nearby your homes. Okay, இதுல வந்து two types of transformers இருக்கு. One is your power transformer, one is your distribution transformer னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, distribution channel transformer சின்ன transformers which you are using at the homes, nearby homes. Okay, power transformer வந்து இது generating stationsல இருக்கும். Okay, or even substationsல இருக்கும். Okay, anyway, we'll discuss this one in detail later on. Presently, it's not required. Okay, so far so good. Any doubts?
No, sir.
So can you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good ma. So we'll do one thing. நான் வந்து இன்னைக்கே வந்து ரொம்ப டார்ச்சர் பண்ண மாட்டேன். So tomorrow shall we have class again?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow we'll discuss about your electric generator. Okay, and if possible, I'll show you some videos. Have you seen any videos in your school classes? Eda videos paathirukkingala?
Yes, sir. Some videos only, sir.
Okay, some videos only. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see some videos related to our electromagnetic induction. We'll try to understand in detail about the electromagnetic induction. ஏன்னா வந்து ரொம்ப important concept இது. Electromagnetic induction பார்க்கலாம், and the same thing we'll discuss about your AC generator. Okay, so these two we'll discuss tomorrow with some videos. Clear? Any doubt, ma? Because I know that you people are having school at 9 o'clock, so I'm just stopping here. So if you people are having any doubts, please ask me. Anything. ரொம்ப clear இருக்கீங்க. 4 questions கேக்குறேன். Okay, ma. So right. So shall we see tomorrow? We'll see tomorrow. Shall we? We'll see tomorrow. Okay. Bye, ma. So just attend your classes, school classes. We'll see tomorrow, same time, 7:30 to 8:30. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
ma.
you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay, ma.
sir.
Bye.